Welcome to the 2020 FA Cup final between my team, West Ham, and Southampton. Now, before we get started, I'm just going to give you an update on how it's been going since the last video, which was the Capital One Cup final against Chelsea, which we did manage to win. So maybe go and check that out first if you haven't done so already. That was a while ago now. Obviously, like I said, this season I'm just doing cup finals as videos, and we're actually in the Champions League final against Chelsea next week. So the next video will be that. And then after that, this series will die down. I will just do season updates when I complete them, which may not be very often, but I will be doing another series, another Let's Play series. It's on the cards, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, it's been a fantastic season. We've not lost many games, as you can see. And since that 2-0 win in the Capital One Cup final against Chelsea, we've had a good run. We've actually lost 3 games since then, which is unusual because we'd only lost 1 game up to that final. But good wins in the league and the FA Cup, 4-0 wins against Palace and Blackburn. And we kept winning. We got a draw against Hull, which was a bit disappointing. We sort of came off the rails a bit around here, and then we lost against Man City in the Champions League quarter-final first leg, and then Man United immediately after in the league, only our second defeat in the league. But we did turn it around in the Champions League. We won away from home, against Man City. Or is it at home? At home, yes, because we went through on away goals thanks to that 1 goal away from home against Man City. So we got through to the semis. We then beat Everton 5-0 and Tottenham 3-2. Good wins there. And we convincingly beat Liverpool 3-0 in the FA Cup semi-final, despite playing a weakened team ahead of my match against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Now, away from home, we lost 4-2. I thought, it could be all over now. But those 2 away goals I thought could be crucial, and I was proven to be correct, because we won 6-1 against Bayern Munich at home. They had Streetman sent off in the first half, which really helped. But we dominated. Look at that. 49 shots and 7 shots for Bayern Munich. We completely destroyed them with 6 goals. Unbelievable performance from us. Yuri with a couple of cracking goals in that game. Now, my tactic seems to work very well at home, as you can see there. 6-1 against Bayern. But away from home, it's tough. We are generally winning, but we're having to grind out results quite often. We then drew against Man City 3-3, which enabled us to confirm another Premier League title. We have won it 3 times in a row. I'll show you the table in a second. But then, since then, we've beaten Blackburn 3-0, QPR 2-0 and Wigan 4-0, mixing up the teams ahead of my cup finals. Lots of games in a short period, of course, because of our fixture congestion this season, getting through to the finals of everything, World Club Championship as well. So everything's built up, and we had those 3 games quite quickly in succession. 4 games in fact, 30th of April against Man City, 2nd of May, 6th of May, 10th of May. But we've had a week break ahead of this cup final, and then there's another week between this final and the Champions League. So we should be fresh, and I've rested players. We've managed to get a record 98 points in the end, just 2 points short of 100 points, which would have been incredible. We only lost 2 games all season against Man United and Chelsea. We drew 4 games, City twice, Liverpool, Villa and Hull, who actually finished bottom, so that's a bit disappointing. But overall, very good wins. We scored 8 goals against Everton in total this season. That's the team we scored the most goals against. Top scorer, Jordan Rhodes, the legend, and Henry Burrell with 20. Average rating wise, Sterling and Roberts top. Most yellow cards, Balanta and Van Aken both in there. Obviously my centre backs seem to pick up a lot of yellow cards because of my attacking tactic. They're often left back by themselves and do pick up quite a few yellow cards. Player of the season, or players player of the season, was Patrick Roberts, and Hazard was player of the year. They won something anyway. Let's have a look actually. Award winners. Team of the season. This was Players' Team of the Year. Only 1 player in the actual starting lineup. 2 players on the bench, though. And if we look at Footballer of the Year, it was Patrick Roberts. I think Hazard won Player of the Year. And I won Manager of the Year for the 3rd season in a row, which is great. Really great. I'll do a season overview of the squad in terms of goals at the end of the next video, at the end of the Champions League final. But we're going to get cracking with the FA Cup final against Southampton. This is the team: Koval, Garzon, Balanta, Van Aken, Alaba, Romero, Acosta, Yuri, Roberts, Burrell and Sterling. Burrell is better than Origi now. He is incredible. He's 19 years old, and to put in the performances this season that he has done is insane. He was forced into the team because Origi got injured early on, and since then he's been amazing. But Origi, to be fair to him, hasn't played as many games because of a lot of injuries, and he's sort of been in and out of the team because of those injuries, niggling ones that have come along quite often. He's still managed to score 23 goals this season, which is very good considering it's been interrupted so much. Unfortunately, Carrasco's injured for this final, should be back next week. He's been out for 3 or 4 weeks. He's had a very good season, in fact. Only 9 goals, but he's been injured a lot of the time, and he's still putting in performances when he's come back into the team, and that's what I like to see. So let's get on with this. Let's get on with this cup final. Have we won the FA Cup yet? I can't actually remember. No, we haven't. This is our chance to win the FA Cup for the first time this series. So this is a big game. I'm really hoping we can win this, of course. Palmer is actually top scorer. He's put in a good few games for us. He's got 10 goals since coming back from being on loan in Argentina, and he's a quality player, as you can see there. 3 stars. He's 22 years old now. He's got good attributes. Usually play him up front, but I've been playing him on the wing, which is more of a natural position for him, mainly because his composure is a bit weak up front. And he's been lethal. 10 goals in 8 starts and 6 sub-appearances. He has been fantastic at the end of the season. And he's on the bench, deservedly so today. He's not, my strongest winger. Sterling and Roberts are better. So that's what I've gone with. My strongest lineup, as I will do next week as well. Carrasco will be back on the bench. Palmer won't be able to play in the Champions League because of not being registered. But next season I've got a really good looking team, and like I said, I'll be doing season updates as they come along, as I finish each season. It's not going to be as regular now. It's not been regular anyway, but it's when I complete a season with West Ham, I will update you. But this is really the last next episode is really the last episode of the series, apart from the odd update going forwards. But in terms of typical Football Manager Let's Play, that will be the last one. But I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed this West Ham career, and I've got to a stage where I am dominant, so there's not much point really updating you that often. But I will be starting a new series, like I said, and I've been saying for a while, but that's going to be the long-term one until the FM16 comes out, basically. That's the plan, if it all goes to plan. But it's just a question of actually starting that, recording some episodes, and then starting to upload. Anyway, can we take the lead in this cup final here? Acosta, Sterling scores, and he's onside. 20th goal of the season for him. He has been insane. He's not got as many goals as Roberts or Burrell or Origi for that matter, but he creates a lot of goals, and his average rating is the highest out of any player, I think, for this season. And it's a great finish there. Sampson in goal for Southampton, couldn't keep it out. And Southampton have a good team. They've still got Schneiderlin, they've got De Bruyne in there, Mane, Berardi, he's a very good striker. Aaron Creswell, who I sold him to Southampton a few seasons ago now. But they've probably underperformed a bit in the league with that team. Finishing 9th this year. Garzon's looking a bit tired. Come on, guys, let's get another goal before half-time. Doesn't look like we are. But half-time, 1-0, that's okay. Not much going on. I'm just going to give them a bit of belief, although that could make them a bit complacent by saying that. But let's just build them up even more. This could be quite a boring cup final. Cup finals often are, aren't they? But if we win it, I'm not complaining. Come on, guys. If you haven't checked out my other videos recently, head on over to my channel and check them out. Also, maybe subscribe to my second channel, doing some other stuff on there now, other gaming videos. And maybe we'll upload some more randomness. But this has been a boring game, to be honest. We've had 16 shots, but we've only really seen one highlight. It wasn't even a clear-cut chance that we scored from. So not many chances in this game. It looks like Wanyama's going to be sent off now. Bit more excitement for the people watching. But I think it's probably time to make some subs because nothing's happening. Roberts is a bit tired, so we'll take him off. And we'll bring on Palmer, actually. He deserves a run out in the final because of his recent performances. Garzon's quite tired. I'm going to bring on Shungu, my young German. He's actually got a cap for Germany now. He's only 18. And he's been really good this second half of the season when I've played him. And Garzon's probably going to play at centre-back next season. I'm thinking of selling Van Aken because this team's interested in him. And Garzon is actually a better centre-back than him now. But Garzon, of course, has been my main right-back. But I'd probably move him alongside Balanta, 2 Colombians at centre-back next season. And Shungu will play right-back. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. But it looks like it's going to be a boring 1-0 win here. Nothing going on. I'm going to bring Burrell off Origi for the last 12 minutes. But I often struggle a little bit against Southampton because they've got good players. But we've been comfortable. 57% possession, 16 shots, 0 clear-cut chances for both teams. It has been a boring game. But Sterling looks like he's got the winner. Can we get another here? Yuri Romero, and it's knocked away. Just a bit more excitement at the end of this game. It's been a poor game. Not much we can do about that though, guys. I've played my usual attacking tactic. Here goes Yuri. Maybe another. Into Sterling. Knocked away. Alaba. Cross it in. Origi. Somehow didn't score. That was a clear-cut chance. He worked it well though. But he couldn't find the back of the net. Maybe another goal here. They've only got 10 men, so we really should have finished them off in the second half. As long as we don't concede and it goes to extra time, that would be embarrassing. Yuri, Origi, come on. Given away. Acosta does well. And Palmer finishes it. Oh yes, I'm happy for him. He's top scorer in the FA Cup this season. After coming back on loan from an Argentinian team, and he's found the back of the net. 7th goal in the FA Cup this season, and yeah, it's 11th overall since January. Brilliant stuff. It looks like we're going to win 2-0, which it's more pleasing. We won the Capital One Cup 2-0, and it looks like we're going to win the FA Cup 2-0 as well. 5 seconds to go. Oh, maybe a last-minute goal for them. But no, we've won, and all the players rushed onto the pitch. And we're FA Cup champions. We've won the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the League. The treble, the domestic treble. Fantastic stuff. Oh, that's brilliant. We've also won the Super Cup, the Charity Shield, and the World Club Championship. It has been an incredible season. And if we can finish it off with the FA Cup, with the Champions League, that would be incredible. So Palmer, top scorer in the FA Cup. Amazing stuff. If we just look at our FA Cup journey. Let's get rid of everything. That's our FA Cup journey. We only conceded 1 goal in the whole tournament, ironically in the 3rd round against Bristol City. 5-1, 4-0, 7-0. That was good. That felt good. 4-0 against Blackburn, 3-0 against Liverpool, and 2-0 against Southampton. In the final, what a journey. Palmer hat-trick in that first game. Then he got another. Then he got another. I don't think he scored. No, he didn't score against Blackburn. But he scored in the semi, and then he scored in the final. So the only game he didn't score in was the quarter-final. What a performance from him. So we head into the Champions League final, all guns blazing. I'm going to select everything now, so we can see the Champions League final just down there against Chelsea. Where are we playing it? Where's it being played? San Siro. Oh, interesting. Okay, so tune in tomorrow for the Champions League final. Please leave a like on this video for my FA Cup win. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. It'd be great if you haven't subscribed, that you will subscribe, so you see my videos in your sub boxes in future. But I'll see you in the Champions League final.